Hello everyone. Today we are going to start our seventh unit, Other Worlds, Other Times. Today we are going to read the first section, The Joke. The sun had just set behind the green hills in the distance. Venus shone silvery bright like a lonely sentinel in the dusky sky. The inhabitants of the small modern village of Venusganj were glued to their television sets watching the evening news. Nobody noticed a streak of light that appeared in the southern part of the sky near the hills. A few who did see it took it to be the trail of a meteor, a common sight in the skies. The streak of light soon turned into a ball. But before any radio interference from its presence could affect the television transmission, the ball had landed in the garden of the house on the outskirts of the village. The ball-like spacecraft remained still for some time. Then a hatch opened at the top. A moment later, a spider-like creature clambered out of the hatch and dropped onto the grass. Close by was a stone statue of a bespectacled man that had one hand on its waist while the other held a flower. This man had done a lot for the preservation of the flora and fauna of the region. When the alien creature saw the statue, it became still, examining the statue with its beady eyes. The next moment, it became a replica of the statue with the same shirt and shorts and wore the same pair of spectacles. It also had one hand on its waist and in the other hand held a flower as if the statue had come alive. But there was one difference. The copy did not have human legs. The alien creature now began to move on its small spidery legs. It approached the lit porch of the sprawling house. It stopped for a second when it heard a dog bark. The creature scurried on and looked for a way to enter the house. The dog continued to howl and bark. It took a while for the door to open. A robot-like figure opened the door. In the dim light of the porch, its body gleamed. With folded hands, it greeted the visitor. Namaste. It was the robot housekeeper. Namaste, said the alien creature, imitating the robot. Please come in, sir, said the robot in a cold, metallic voice. I am sorry to inform you that Dr. and Mrs. Soni and their children are not at home. You may wait. The alien creature hesitated for a second as the dog in the porch began to howl and bark again. Please sit down, sir, said the robot, pointing to a sofa in the living room. Would you like to have a drink? The alien creature hesitated. I'm eager to know how living beings, I mean people like you, live here, it said carefully. Like everybody else, sir, replied the robot. No, I mean, what kind of life do you lead? How do you spend your time? What do you eat and drink? What do you do during your spare time? Oh, I see, said the robot. You want to know all about me. Well, I am programmed for several functions. I cook food, wash dishes, and take Jimmy for a walk. My main food is electricity, and once in a year I am overhauled at the workshop. The alien creature nodded and asked, Can I take a look around your house? I want to see how you live. At your service, sir, said the robot. Please follow me. The robot took the creature round the house. The creature noted every detail with care. All this while, Jimmy continued to howl and bark. After its inspection of the house, the creature headed for the front door. I have to leave now. Thank you, it said. Won't you wait for the doctor and his family? Asked the robot. I think they should be arriving any moment now. No, I think I have seen enough to report. I have to go. The creature returned to its original spider like form. It clambered into its spacecraft and closed the hatch. In a short while, the sphere glowed orange and took off. For a few seconds, it hovered over the ground and then shot up like a cannonball. Instead of falling down like a meteor, the orange ball streaked up into the sky to vanish forever. When the Sonys returned, the robot told the doctor about the strange visitor who had left neither its name nor a message. So Dr. Sony pressed a button on the robot's chest. Immediately a screen lit up and on it flashed the image of the visitor from the robot's computer memory. Dr. Sony was dumbstruck. It was the face of his father. How could his father, who had been dead for more than 5 years, have come back? He laughed at himself. He had never believed in ghosts. The robot was probably playing a trick. He must check its programming, he thought. Dr. Sony and his family were laughing about the trick, and miles away, the spherical spacecraft was racing away from Earth at tremendous speed. It was on its way to its home star, Betelgeuse, in the Orion constellation. Its sole occupant, the spider like creature, was perched on a web like stool with half its legs pressed on the control knobs of the spacecraft. It was dictating a report to its home station on a planet near Betelgeuse. The living beings of the third planet around the star, locally called the Sun, are peculiar. They eat and drink electricity and are made of metal. Their pets are, however, organic beings which howl and bark at you. rather a curious planet to have two totally different types of beings. But then the universe is such a bizarre place. So this was our lesson, the joke. If you have any doubt or query, you can ask me in the comment box below, and you can find the links of the other chapters in the description box. Thank you everyone.